people. Another quick little review and a show of the DD super lightweight tarp setup. Well, the DD super lightweight hammock complete setup really. I'll show you how I've got mine set up. It all comes in, I'm using a snake skin, keeps it all together, so it's a fairly quick deployment as well, and it weighs well, really quite lightweight. Off the top of my head I can't remember, but again I will put the weight when I weigh it when I get back home. I'll put the weight down as we're talking about it. So quick show off. I've changed it slightly. Some of you may recall that I've shown you this setup before, and before I was using some like 300-pound fishing line. In fact, at the moment I've still got it on the guy line. It is really quite thin, but it's thin and fiddly, so I may change that. I've got more of this stuff, which again is really quite lightweight, and I might change it all for that. I've changed my ridge line because I was using that 300-pound line from a ridge line, and to be honest with you, I've gone back to the trusty old 550 paracord. Set it up on a number of little Prusik loops, and in fact actually the ridge line is attached by a Prusik loop to this lightweight carabiner, along with the whoopee slings for the hammock, and that using that Prusik loop there really pulls it in quite well both ends, and then that way you can't see it too well on this end, but I'll show you. We've just got one strap around the tree, so like with a lot of hammock systems, you've got a couple of straps around the trees, one for your hammock suspension and one for your ridge line. This just uses the one, so I'll probably end up changing the guy lines for that light, for the yellow stuff which I've got here. I've only done this morning, so I just found these small carabiners in my bag. I've got some really lightweight ones at home, and again I'll swap those out. Yeah, so there we go. That's it. That is the DD super lightweight tarp setup. You can see it's actually got plenty of suspension loops, so you've got several ways. You can pull these out, to bring it up high if you want. So there's plenty of pull outs, more than the normal DD. So that is really handy. We go around the back here. You can see that's just like everything is all on the one suspension strap, so that minimises damage to the tree. As I say, Prusik hoop which pulls the ridge line nice and tight, and then the whoopee slings, which are an absolute godsend when you're hanging a hammock. So it can be a little bit dark inside, but I'll bring you inside. So the whole setup, if you do, you can buy it separately, but the whole setup comes with the tarp, the hammock, and also a bug net. Now the bug net actually gives you a permanent ridge line inside, which I can tighten up because I've tied, and I forget the name of this knot, but that gives me a chance. Let me put that down and I can tighten it up for you. So you can tighten the ridge line on there. So that is extremely useful. Just bear with me one moment. Okay, well, as you can see, the bug net goes right over, and then there's a pull string around the outside, and you can really tighten that up so it completely encloses you. And there's pull strings at either end, and that pulls everything in. So the bug net is quite an effective net. The only thing, and if I jump up and bring you inside the actual hammock, just bear with me. Okay, we're now inside the hammock, and I've slept in this on several occasions. You can get a flat lay inside. The only thing I will say though is that it is quite narrow. So I have been quite cold in this when I've tried to just use an underquilt and an ordinary sleeping bag, or like a top quilt on it, because, and I'll show you, if everything pulls in, and it's quite, if you're a bit claustrophobic, it can be a little bit awkward. So the last couple of times I've slept in it, I've actually used a pad, and that works really quite well, because the pad sort of spreads it open a little bit, and it gives you a bit more room. So, as I say, inside this, I've got this lovely little light from Backpacking Light, and it doesn't give out a lot of light, but it's enough to see what you're doing. That permanently hangs in here, and the whole setup also comes with this tidy, which you can put your valuables in, your watch, put your head torch in there, telephone, so that's quite handy. So all in all, it's quite a good little setup, and it's doesn't weigh that much. I'm happy with it. I'm starting to cut down. Well, I have cut down my hammocks now. I only got 4 at the moment. 5 if you include me sit hammock. But that's probably where it will stay. But I've never. This is my first DD hammock, and reasonably impressed with it. It's I like the lightweightness of it, and I think it's quite useful. So this is only my impression. Obviously, I like it. I think it's worth the money, and it's something that will be used. So as I say, I've slept in it a few times now. My only bugbear as such, the first time I slept in it, I was quite cold, because I used it in the conventional manner. But if you throw a sleep mat in it, then I think you'll be fine. Just need something just to push it out a little bit, as I'm doing with my body. And the trouble, that's fine sort of when I'm awake, but when I'm asleep, it then starts pulling in on you, when it can be that compresses any loft you've got in your sleeping bag, and then unfortunately you get cold. So, quick look at the DD lightweight setup, the way I use it, what I've done with it. It does all come separately, and you can put it all in separate bags. But I'll start to close it down, and you'll see it all goes in one snake skin, and it's a very quick deployment. So, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye for now. what I'm also using are these DD super lightweight pegs. Must admit, not fantastic, and but I suppose if you really want to go lightweight, if you're going to be hanging a hammock in the woods, then there's plenty of wood that you can make some pegs with. But you know, they weigh next to nothing, and they're a handy, useful addition, really, just in case. But yeah, in certain, I mean, this woodland here, they hold up quite well, so that all goes in the bag as well. Now this is classed as, it's a Carry More extra small bag, and when you think what you've got in here is hammock, tarp, bug net, yeah, and that's how big it packs down to. Yeah, so it's next to nothing. And as I say, don't know what the total weight of that is, but again, I'll put the total weight of that on the screen. So there we go, the DD super lightweight setup. I like it, as I say, I don't use it all the time, but I do like it, and it's a good bit of kit. So, thanks for watching.